I've missed being here with all of you, and I don't really have much prepared tonight. I've kind of been away from football for the last couple of weeks. Many of you know I'm a Vandy season football ticket holder. But I was at the Vandy Ole Miss game, which was great. A lot of interaction between the Ole Miss students and the Vandy students at LG Field. I think the Ole Miss students really doubly blessed. They won. They had a big night in Nashville, and two, a lot of them made a lot of contacts, which ultimately could lead to a job for them. How many of you have been watching the SEC network? Okay, now, you know, it's great for sporting events like football, but I find that after the game is over and you know, you get nothing but then rehash, it's a little dull during the rest of the week. Interestingly, I have a friend who works for the ESPN SEC network, and he tells me they have the same concerns. What they think they've got to do to keep interest in the network is add in some reality shows, some dramas, and maybe some comedies, so that it just won't be football, basketball, and reruns all the time. And he's not supposed to do this, but what he did was he sent me today just a few of the ideas they're kicking around for additional programming, and he asked me if I could just informally run some of these by you folks and see what the reaction is. First of all, a reality show they're thinking about, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This reality-based series follows the exploits of the Auburn University coaching staff as they battle other SEC recruiters to find and sign the next Cam Newton. Another reality show coming Thursdays this spring, Is Your Child Smarter Than a Fifth-Year UT Senior? Watch each week as a team of talented Knoxville area preschoolers take on the brightest of the bright from the UT football team for academic bragging rights in East Tennessee. Now, how about criminal dramas? How many of you like crime shows? All right, well, not many, but this really sounds promising to me. If detective shows are what you like, you'll love what's coming this summer from ESPN and the SEC. Friday night starts with the intense crime drama CSI Athens. Crime scene investigators working for the Athens Police Department use physical evidence to solve a string of on-campus burglaries. Using just DNA samples and a football jersey left at one of the crime scenes, they uncover a major theft ring inside the Georgia Athletic Department. Later that evening, you can follow the shenanigans of a group of former University of Mississippi quarterbacks in the weekly reality series Ole Miss Demeanors. Also working on a couple of other Oxford-based shows, Ole Miss Congeniality, and one about on-campus pregnancies, Ole Miss Conception. Another reality show they're working on in Nashville, Vanderbilt Has No Talent, searching the city. And finally, comedies. Everybody loves a comedy. Premiering this February on the SEC network, Nick Saban and Lane Kiffin are the odd couple. Saban stars as Felix Unger, a neat and tidy interior decorator with a mild control fetish. Kiffin co-stars as Oscar Madison, a carefree and somewhat sloppy ex-college football coach. They share a Tuscaloosa apartment, and their different lifestyles inevitably lead to conflicts and laughs. In the pilot episode, Felix grows angry when Oscar begins to break glassware in China as if they were NCAA regulations. And finally, and it's going to be a very busy year for Nick Saban, Nick Saban will also star in a made-for-ESPN movie, Groundhog Day 2. Nick finds himself reliving the same day, November 30, over and over again, and no matter what he does, Auburn always scores the winning touchdown with no time left on the clock. Memphian Kathy Bates co-stars as Miss Terry. This is rated R for strong language and violence. So, thank you very much.